Welcome to Tech Topics brought to you by Cybervenger. We help keep small businesses stay protected and compliant with cutting-edge cybersecurity and IT solutions.
Hello everyone, my name's Andy, managing consultant for Cybervenger. Today I got a doozy of a in-the-wild hack to talk about. This last week, a multinational corporation, whose name is apparently not being released by the Hong Kong police, has been hacked using AI deepfake technology. Apparently, one of the employees in the accounting department was tricked into transferring some $25 million approximately to malicious accounts. They were scammed, they were tricked. Now, it's a common scam. We've all seen it before. People get emails saying, hey, I'm the CEO, hurry up and send me, transfer all the stuff here, change the bank account we're transferring payments to, all that kind of thing. A bank scam, right? They trick you into sending money where it shouldn't go. This one, however, worked because and only because they were able to use AI deepfake technology. They threw up a Zoom meeting and they had, or some kind of conferencing software anyway, I don't know that it was Zoom, and they had multiple people online, all of which were deepfake AI, to talk and answer questions, and the technology is still fairly new, so I think the trick to the scam, as the article was saying, I got this from CNN.com, but the trick seems to be that they were fairly short to the point. They didn't react a lot. That there's no body movement. So we'll talk about that in a second. But because they were real, and the victim that sent the money recognized their faces and saw them moving and talking in the background, the video conference. They're like, oh wow, I guess this is real. And they were initially concerned about this. I'm like, well, this doesn't seem usual. But the CFO and the CEO in the board meeting convinced them that it was real. But they were not the CEO. They were just AI-generated deep fakes. Voice, visual, movement, the whole 9 yards. So they were thus tricked. Now, how do you defend against that sort of thing? Now, this is actually kind of a leapfrog of a technological threat that I've been warning people about, that I've been concerned myself, that I hadn't yet seen in the wild. Well, this blows past what I was worried about. My wife and I, and probably most people watching this video, will occasionally get a text or an email from someone we know, or maybe someone we don't, saying to do something, give us information, send money, whatever, that could be malicious. And we go, oh, well, I know what I'll do. I'll call this person. I know my wife's voice. My son knows my voice. No problem. Pick up the phone, call him, hey, what's the deal with this text? No problem. And then you go ahead and do the thing they wanted you to do. Now, of course, AI can do deepfake on voice quite well. Any old teenager can go take their buddy's voice and stick it up on some AI sites, and now they're singing Taylor Swift songs in their voice, right? We've done it. It's fun. It's cool. But it opens up the possibility that any phone call you get is no longer trustworthy. And AI has advanced to the point where it can oftentimes listen to what you're saying and make reasonable responses. It's not much of a leap to say that it would be able to make a reasonable response, not just in text like ChatGPT, but to add your victim's voice to it, something that they know. So the phone and voice recognition is no longer a reliable way to authenticate a person you're talking to. So what can you do about that sort of thing? Well, I was thinking visual, but this hack now negates that possibility. In the short term, if you've got family members, you're just going to have to tell them some kind of secret code. All right, you need this now? What's today's code? Come up with something, anything simple would be a way to compensate for that. You have to ask them to do something that only they would know. You have to assume that if you're hearing a loved one's voice on the phone or in a video call now, that it could be malicious, or a boss or anybody can be faked. So that's today's message. Any video, any media that you're seeing can be faked now, and is being faked in the wild, really out there. It's actually happened. So, and this poor victim lost $25 million. It's a big hit to any corporation, even a large one. And I would not want to be that poor person, poor employee who fell for this scam. Imagine the pressure they're feeling. So what can you do about it, right? I don't like to just fearmonger. I like to come up with some good concrete ideas. Policy, having strict policies that you have to follow, and making sure that your CEO and CFO make public announcements saying, these are our policies. We will not make you violate that. This is an employee training thing. So if you got a company, you could say, hey, these are our policies. We'll never violate them. Even if we call you, even if we video conference you, there's AI. They could be faking us. And what they could do is they can even try to send money to a wrong account, which of course will still be another safe account. And as the CEO, and be pushy and act like a scammer and see how many of their employees fall for it. And then anybody that pushed back on management like they were supposed to, she could get a bonus. Look, this guy questioned us. They got the message. That kind of training. So it's sort of like know before training, like we do with email scams, only now you have to incorporate AI, and both for voice and for video, apparently. I didn't think the video had gotten that advanced yet. I figured this was 2-3 years out. Nope, apparently not. It's here already, folks. The AI revolution is going to take us all out. That's something, again, authentication with some kind of code, a verbal code. Like, I mean, just think old school World War II spies, or a speakeasy. What's the password? The green dog jumps over the purple fox. That's today's passphrase. And unless they know that phrase, you can assume that it's been hacked. I don't know how long it's going to take for the general population to internalize those kinds of scams. Nowadays, people pretty much know that if a Nigerian prince tells you that they've got money they need to launder off their account and they'll share some with you, they know it's a scam, right? Most people, very few people fall for that anymore. AI, both audio and video, that's going to take a long time before people understand that this is a real ongoing threat. I think it's going to spread like wildfire for a while. That's going to be a tough one. It takes a little more engineering on the bad guy side, but wow, is that effective. I mean, who can blame somebody? You told me, I saw your face, I heard your voice, I know what you look like. You said, send it here. Imagine you do not even a CEO, maybe you pick an employee. And you pick an employee and say, hey, I just changed banks. Can you please update my bank account information? And you call them, and and it's like, oh, Bob, I met you, last week's luncheon. I know Bob's voice. I see him once a week. And then they hear the voice, and then they make the change. I bet you there's company policies out there that include verbal phone confirmation in their procedures, and that's no longer good enough. So we all have a lot of thinking to do on how to counter this kind of a threat. Maybe some kind of AI detection tool would be a good way to do it. There are tools out there that can detect if video and audio has been modified by AI, and that may come into the future. I could see a future world where soft phones have antivirus built in. Think about that. Now you got your voice phone at your desk, you pick it up, and it's going to filter the audio and warn you if it's detecting AI. So Cisco and Nortel and all the folks, phone vendors out there, get on that right away because we can use it. Some real-time AI detection would be great to have. Now we need anti-malware for our phones, anti-voice, I don't know what you're going to call it. Some marketing genius come up with that name, but that's where the future is going to go. We'll all patiently be waiting for that to help defend ourselves. And meanwhile, we've got simple codes and some common sense and a little patience. Slow down the process helps too. Anytime someone's rushed, you could probably be typically a scam. So that's all we got for today, and we'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable information to you. Be sure to share this video with other small business owners to spread the word about the importance of cybersecurity. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want more information about cybersecurity, visit us at www.cybervenger.com.